Hey guys, welcome to another podcast episode. Today we are going to talk about
Minoh,
which is in Osaka Prefecture. What is Minoh, you ask? Can you ask the audience what Minoh is? Can you tell the audience what Minoh is?
Audience, what is Minoh?
Can you?
Yeah, so Minoh was a place that V and I found on our last trip to Japan, and we hadn't really expected to do much there. The one thing that they're known for is fried maple leaves that you can eat. So we saw a YouTube video about it and decided that was something that
we wanted to do and wanted to try. It was edible maple leaves. So there's a lot of different shops that sell the same thing. They're all edible maple leaves. They just go up to the mountains, grab it, fried it, put like their special ingredients in it. They make it kind of sweet. If you did watch our video about a couple months ago, we did launch a Minoh video actually.
We'll put it here for you.
Yeah, we'll put it here. That was our main purpose of going to Minoh.
So what did we do after we went to that shop to get the maple leaves?
After we ate maple leaves, we went hiking, actually. We didn't know there was a hiking trail.
So when you get to the shop, you'll see up the hill, and there's this huge mountain right in front of you.
Yeah.
And you can hike all the way into that mountain. And we didn't know if that was something that we wanted to do or not, but one of the signs down at the bottom said that there was a waterfall.
Yep.
So we were like, oh, let's go check out the waterfall. That might be pretty nice.
Yeah, definitely. It was a happy accident. We didn't know it was there. We didn't know anything about it. So we just went, oh, let's go check it out. Let's just go. So we went and we hiked it.
And it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I think the first time when we went back twice because we liked it so much the first time around. First time we went was during the day or early evening?
First time that we went was early evening.
I want to say early evening. Yeah, early evening. Because our main purpose was just to eat those maple leaves and then just leave, but that didn't happen. So we just ended up hiking the trail. And then it took about, how long was the trail? About an hour?
Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour. And then not even before you go up to the waterfall part of it, like you see all these green and all these like cute little homes and like small little shops and like restaurants here and there. And there was like no one there. It was probably because it was early evening, so there wasn't that many people around.
And I think it was a weekday that we went hiking as well. So more reason for there not to be anybody around.
Yeah, so it's like the perfect time to go up there is during the weekday, early evening or evening, when no one was really around. You feel like you own the spot, really.
And halfway up through the trail, there is a bug museum.
Yeah.
We didn't stop at it because we wanted to get to the waterfall, but it's a nice looking building. It looks like it's a good venue.
Bug museum.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go because it was bugs, and I don't like bugs.
And I wanted to go because I love bugs and only bugs.
Yeah. So that was part of the reason why we didn't go to the bug museum. Mostly my fault. If you see our video, you'll see what we saw, which is a lot of loops and
a lot of side trails
mosquitoes.
too.
Which
is also why it kind of took us a little while, because you can just do the main trail that goes all the way through up to it, and I think that takes about 45 minutes. But all the side trails is basically what you get lost in the most.
Yeah,
And each one was beautiful too.
Yeah, each one was different. The side trails. There was a tunnel on one of them that you went into, which you'll see if you watch the video.
Which was crazy because
pitch black.
Yeah, so on my side of the tunnel it was pretty dark, but on yours it was really bright.
Yeah, it was like daylight, really.
Yeah.
Huge contrast. That scary little tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
And then the tunnel, you found like these little miniature things. Maybe it's like
I don't know what they're called.
What they're for.
They're like cement doll houses is the best way I could do it. I guess they're shrines, mini shrines, but I don't know what for.
I'm guessing they're shrines for, I don't know,
spirits?
Maybe particular person that passed away and someone decided to put like a mini shrine for that person.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't really know.
Those were pretty cool to come across.
Yep. And lots of bugs, mosquitoes, right?
Yeah, mosquitoes attacked us the whole time.
Yeah.
We didn't have any mosquito spray.
Because we didn't know we were going to hike it. That's why.
Well, we didn't have any mosquito spray the whole trip anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
But even if we knew we were going to hike it, we wouldn't have had any.
Yeah. So make sure if you go in the early evenings, make sure you spray yourself with tons of mosquito spray on yourself. Yeah, repellent. Of sorts.
Even during the daytime, if you go, you'll need some because they are ruthless.
I know.
In there.
Yeah, definitely. And then it just brings us to a point. Daytime versus early evening. What do you prefer for that particular hike? Did you like the daytime more or the early evening hike more?
For me, I think the best time to hike was early evening, only because as the sun was going down, there's a lot of lampposts and stuff around on the actual hike, which you don't actually get when you go hiking anyways. Had we also known that, we could have done it probably even later at night if we wanted to. But seeing a forest lit up at nighttime with like street lights, it was very magical.
Yeah,
it was
it's
really
like
cool.
something out from a Studio Ghibli movie almost, It's very magical.
The whole place felt like that.
Yeah.
The walk leading up felt very like Ferngully.
Yep.
Then you get to the spot before the waterfall, and it feels very Ghibli-esque.
Yeah.
There's even like small little shops and stuff
the restaurant,
everywhere.
Remember the restaurant that we saw off of the river?
That was further down, yeah.
Okay,
but, yeah, and then at the
cool.
waterfall there was a red bridge that went over that was gorgeous too. So just a really pretty area in general.
Yeah, I don't know why there wasn't too many people during the daytime as well. There were some people during the daytime of that hike, but it wasn't as crazy as, say, like Kifune or something like that. It was way more low-key than Kifune or Kibune.
That's true. Yeah. But the daytime one that we did was on the weekend, so that's probably why there was more people. I would like to do a daytime during the weekday and see how many people.
Yeah, maybe when we go back to Japan in Kyoto area or Osaka, we'll have to go there again and kind of see what the difference is during the weekday, during the daytime. But yeah, the restaurant on the riverbed was super beautiful. There was like only 2 patrons at the restaurant at the time. And they looked like 2 businessmen.
They did,
I think.
and it was like
salarymen.
Early evening, so the lights were all dark, and the paper lanterns were on.
Yeah.
And they just looked like they were having a great time drinking sake and hanging out.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, if we knew about it, we would have gone. But again, it was very last minute. We didn't know that place existed. We didn't know the waterfall existed. So now we know.
That's what we like to do when we travel. Is we will know like the general area of where we're going or what we're going to do, but we don't want to research the crap out of it and just kind of spoil it. We rather find those magical places and
accidents.
And make it like, oh wow, look what we found on our own kind of thing, rather than bookmarking everything.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, a lot of places that we just randomly stumble upon. It's not something that we planned for.
And those end up being like our favorite spots.
Our favorites, yeah, I know. Like Minoh was definitely one of our favorite spots. I almost prefer Minoh over Kibune actually.
Really?
Yeah, almost.
Why?
Just because there's less traffic, less foot traffic and whatnot. If there was less people in Kibune, then it would have been almost on par, I feel like. Yeah. I just like the fact there wasn't too many people, because I'm the type of person who, after a certain age, don't want to be around too many people anymore.
See ya.
This guy is so dramatic.
I'm an actor now.
Oh no, please don't.
Give me my scripts.
No.
I'm gonna read them.
Yeah, none of this is scripted. It's all like free form, really. It's like free form rapping.
Over to the computer that has all the notes in it.
There's only like 5 sentences.
It's free form.
But yeah, a lot of places that we find are just happy accidents, stumble upon, just out of the blue. It just happens to be the best places that you will come across is those type of places, really.
And even though you can get close to the waterfall, you're not allowed to swim in the water or be down in the riverbed, which is totally fine by us. But it was really cool because I think only like 15, 20 feet away is the waterfall. So you feel the power from it still. You don't have to be like under it or anything.
Yeah, from even that far away, you can already feel the waterfall mist. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just goes to show how powerful that waterfall is, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in a waterfall filled with like human feces in it, you know?
I wouldn't mind. It's all going downriver anyways.
Still gross.
It's not staying there. It's not like you're in a public pool or something.
I know, still, but just the thought of it, you know? I'm a germaphobe. But yeah, it's a great hike. I highly recommend it. We highly recommend it.
Yes.
Is this your favorite place? More favorite than Kifune and Kibuni?
I don't know. That's hard, man.
Yeah. Kifune, it has more restaurants and more shops, whereas Minoh has way less of that. But there's that really cool hotel that you can kind of spend your time in as well.
Yeah. I want to say Kibuni is still my favorite, only because that was the first one that I found like that.
Yeah.
And it was like so blown away.
And it's where we were engaged as well.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was just so impressed and blown away the first time I stumbled upon Kibuni. I don't think that feeling will ever
I can see that.
surpassed by finding another spot equally as cool, because now I'm like looking for them, like, oh yeah, there's one, or oh, there's a cool spot over there.
Yeah.
Whereas the first time it was just like out of nowhere.
Did you find Kifune accidentally? Or
No.
is that something that you already
I read
knew
an
of?
article. I read an article online talking about a bamboo shoot ramen place where they just give you the noodles and it goes down a bamboo chute and you just take them and eat them. And I was like, oh, I have to try that out. Where is that at? Ended up being there.
Yeah.
I just didn't know, like, oh, you have to go before, lunch hour's over, and you have to, do this and that, because every time I've gone, it's almost been
that's
exactly in the evening.
I know. That's the thing with Japan. You always have to make sure the hours are going to be open by the time you get there.
Everything in
They have
Japan's
weird
like
hours.
reservation style.
Yeah. And then, like, sometimes a day during the week they don't open, or sometimes the weekends they don't open. Just a lot of weird hours. So you have to kind of double check to make sure, like, by the time you get there, they're still open and not closed.
Yeah, because a lot of restaurants close between like 1 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Japan, and you just can't get any food unless you go to a kombini or something.
Yeah, which is not really the first choice, but sometimes when you don't have a choice, that's the only choice there is, or a fast food or something.
What did you like most about the waterfall?
Just the sheer nature, and then luckily the early evening was less people, and then the waterfall part was cool. You get to feel the mist even when you're standing far away from it. There were signs that say don't feed the monkeys, but we didn't see any monkeys at all.
I didn't see any.
Yeah, but the point is, just make sure to watch out for monkeys. Maybe do more research about when those monkeys roam around that area if you do decide to go.
Most of the animals in Japan are terrifying, basically. I've come to find. Like, the monkeys are awful. They'll steal your stuff. The deers are always nagging at you for food. They're always pecking at you and pushing you. Like, you just can't win in Japan when it comes to
wild animals.
So coming down from the mountain after we had checked out the waterfall, there's a humongous hotel at the very top.
That was cool.
That you take an elevator up to, and it goes like, oh man, how high up would you say that is?
20 levels maybe?
Yeah.
15 to 20 levels at least.
Yeah. It was
way up there.
It was way up there.
It was probably the only building that is that tall in that area.
By far, yeah. And that was a really cool hotel. We just kind of explored around the hotel. So there was like some restaurants and stuff inside, some gift shops and some arcade stuff and whatever.
Yeah.
And it looked good. It looked like a hotel that we wanted to stay at next time.
Yeah,
Might be kind of fun.
when I researched how much it was to stay at the hotel, it's ridiculously expensive. A couple hundreds.
That's
at
not
least.
ridiculous for a hotel.
I think it is. For one night, it's probably worth it. But anything more than one night might be a bit too expensive at that point, I feel like. Right?
Again, not if you're traveling and having vacation. It's not that bad.
I guess. If you're willing to splurge a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Yeah, the hotel was awesome.
Yeah, there was a tunnel that led from the elevators over to the main entrance of the hotel that had an arch on it that had all these blue LED lights.
Super cool.
And we didn't know if we were going to be there long enough to see them on, but we did, and they were awesome.
Yeah,
they were really cool.
It was fun for photo ops.
Yeah.
In your Instagrams, but we didn't do any Instagrams.
We did it. It was awesome.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
The thumbnail of the video.
Yeah, that's true.
So after we came down from the hotel, there was a soba/udon restaurant that we tried. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was at the station actually.
That takes you up to Minoh, because there's like a small train that does like 3 or 4 stops up to Minoh. So at the bottom of that station, there's a restaurant there.
Yeah,
that we ate at.
that's the thing with Japan. A lot of the stations, they have like random restaurants at the platform or even before the platform, which is pretty cool and convenient. I think it was pretty cheap too, less than $10. We had a meal that day actually. Yeah. And it was like a locals place. We didn't see any tourists at all in the area, which is perfect for me.
Just sat as much as we could because we had walked so much that day.
Yeah, we did walk a lot actually that day. Yeah. Round trip was probably like 2 hours that we walked for the entire hiking trail and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, make sure to watch our Minoh edible maple leaves video. We'll link it down in the description or somewhere down here. Have you been to Minoh? Do you want to go to Minoh and check out that waterfall or even eat the edible maple leaves? Let us know. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you on the next episode. See ya.
Bye.